back at crafting. I still really want the 8.4 masterpiece shadow caller, because that thing's going for like 300 mil and I could use that extra 300 right now. I guess it's never enough, but I've been trying to get this. This is probably, to be fair, my 20th, maybe my 30th. We'll go 30th shadow caller crafted. No luck yet. I'm actually gonna power craft my cursed crafting tree at the black market, I think, because I'm not getting enough specialization in that tree, so my focus points aren't very efficient. If I'm going to be doing this craft in the long run to go for that masterpiece, I'm going to need to do it as efficient as I possibly can. So I might need to invest another 50 mil into the crafting tree, because right now I am wasting a bit of focus. See, like, as you can see in this craft, I waste about 1,000, which is not a big deal, but could be better, right? And besides, the higher your spec, the more chance you have for better quality, so in the long run it'll actually help me get that masterpiece that I'm hunting down. Thing is though, when I do get it, because I will get it eventually, I'm hoping my RNG gets really good, so I could probably craft around 3 or 4 and easy 1 bull plus. I hit a masterpiece right here. I didn't even realize it. Unfortunately, my my sound wasn't recording, but it makes a strange sound when you hit MP. But to be fair, this is probably the second time I've ever hit a masterpiece on a reroll. It's so damn rare, and of course it didn't happen to my my 8.4, so unlucky there. Looks nice. My last shadow caller was a 7.4 masterpiece, which sold for like 50 mil. So that sold for quite a lot. With this 6.4 masterpiece that I just crafted, I'm not going to list it yet. I need to try and figure out how I'm going to price it. So I'll probably price it with you guys, and I'll show you how to do it properly, how to value an item and not just guess. That's one thing I've gotten right. But you basically just price the item around its IP versus IP of a tier above, or yeah, vice versa. Hard to explain. So carrying on, I do end up selling my my other crafts because I know what they go for. But I'll yeah, I'll come back to those other ones in a second. I've been a little bit slack on the flipping front for a little while. Kind of just backed off a little and exited the market in terms of how much silver I had up in buy orders. I still have a couple 100 mil probably in buy orders, maybe 3 or 4, I don't know. And in sell orders, probably around the same. I'm thinking about scaling back in, but I've got my tentacles all over the place at the moment. That's one of my issues that I have, because the hard thing is when you've got lots of silver, it's hard not to it's hard to put it in all the right places, and sometimes you can get it stuck. Like some of you might know, a while ago I put up a picture on Reddit and I had about 45 maces. That investment was a dumb idea because it just didn't really work out the way I thought it would, because most people were using the 6.4 awakened one-hand mace. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. So instead of using the 8.4, they would jack up the 6.4 awakened with high CC and threat or whatever it was they were using for hardcore expeditions. So now I ended up getting stuck with about, I sold about 20 for break even, and then I bought some more cheap and I sold some for really good prices, but in the end I I salvaged about 18 of them. I just took them straight to the repair bench and salvaged all the materials out and liquidated them. I actually used those materials to craft shadow callers with them. I actually didn't lose much because the salvage price was so close to the market price that it really didn't affect me too much. But to be fair, I probably lost like 40 mil, but I've already made that back plus a lot more just using that silver that I had tied up, because I had it was about 12 mil per mace and I had about 50 of them. So do the math on that. When I freed up that silver, I was able to, use it to make more. So not everything works out. And I've only been on the server for a year now, so I've probably made more better investment decisions than I have bad, hence why I have several bill now. But to be fair, it's more than, I'm around 4 or 5 at the moment, 4 or 5 bill. But I'll continue to keep pumping it up. I want to go for 10, and then I want to go for 100, and then I want to go for 500, and then 1 trillion, gazillion, billion, quadrillion. Nah, I just do it for fun. But the thing is, with silver, I can't actually play this game the way I want to play it because I don't have enough silver. That's the issue. When I actually get to that point of having enough silver to play it the way I want, then maybe it'll get boring. But at this point, I just play to make magic numbers go up. I don't have time for PvP or PvE. I just purely economy right now because it doesn't take too much concentration or time. Like, I can log in for about half an hour, do some stuff, log out and go do something in the real world. I used to be a grinder back in the day when I had time. I didn't have kids and a wife and things like that, so some of you might, but it kind of gaming does destroy your real life relationships. So you gotta prioritize that. As you know, just from my own experience. So I don't really play too much, or I don't play as much as I used to. Especially on the West server, I played quite a lot. But the gaming is really good when you need to fill in that time, if you've got that time to fill. But anyways, back to the game. What am I doing right now? So as I always say, I'm still collecting those spy glasses. It'd be funny if some of you guys want to jump in with me. We'll try to buy up as many spy glasses as we can, and then publicly, let each other know how many you have, and I'll let you know how many I have, and then try and collect that one part of the set, because I think it's the Seafarer's set, which was the platinum skin. That's discontinued, as you know. And if you've ever played RuneScape, or if you've played West in the early days, well, in RuneScape it had discontinued items, party hats, crackers, and holiday rares and things like that. Oh, something in my nose. Whoa! Okay, yeah, so it's discontinued. So it's going to take a couple years for it to crank up in price, but like the White Tiger on the West server, that's easily worth half a bill, 700 mil by now. Probably worth a bill plus. So yeah, discontinued items, they will always go up in the long run because there is zero supply. And something like the spyglass, people would consume it, so there is a deflationary side of that item, so it will deflate and less will be in the game as time goes on, especially when collectors like myself and possibly you guys start collecting these spyglasses. They will just continually go up. So yeah, jump in if you want to get involved with that, and just hit me up on Reddit or Discord. I'll be hanging out in the Albion online grind Discord. Check out the dev's website. His name's I'm a Hustler, so yeah, go check him out. But if you want to contact me on Reddit, you can do that too, so whatever you want to do. So playing here. I ended up maxing this alt account out last night in one gaming session because I had so much stone. Bloody this mammoth was so over full. I was using pies and this thing was like crawling over to the crafting station. Never have I ever had a mammoth so heavy, but it was crazy. Like, watch these numbers on the screen, because I used this alt account because it had like 3,500 learning points, and I didn't want to use any learning points at all, and just only use them on T8. And look at the profit was cranking as well. So I made like 10 mil off, estimated I made about 7 to 10 mil off 30k focus. I have done no math on it, I just watched the estimated value number go up, which should be fairly accurate now that prices have gone up and they're still catching up with the average price. So it's just a guesstimation. But so yeah, I ended up maxing this account out the other night. It might have a few levels off here and there, but super efficient account right now. And I'm going to be using this account over the weeks to try and turn all my stone investment into blocks. As I was saying in my other video, it's going to be unfortunate if Foundations update requires stone itself on the forts, because obviously I would rather have some stone left over if that's the case, so I could sell the stone. But looking at the market, like when the update came out, I dumped about 300 or 400 mil on stone, and I cleared out most of the auction houses. But I wasn't the only one. There was a couple people that beat me to the T8 stuff, so, and the high end stone, but I took out most of the low end. The market has calmed back down again, and prices have sort of dropped back down. I was expecting that as well, and I'm still buying stone. I wanted to let the prices settle, and I might jump back in and buy some more stone, and I have, but it might only be a couple 100 mil this time. So I was hoping on getting that Shadow Caller masterpiece so I could dump that profit into stone. But yeah, I can't tie myself too much into stone right now because it's a bit of a tricky one. The biggest thing that screwed me over was the EU launch, the EU server, because most of us we put our investment in the fact that the East server population was quite high and demand was quite high across the board. So your demand was quite high on the server, so now a lot of that demand's going to be gone. I would probably, a safe bet is 30% of the population on East will go to the Europe server, so really that does affect prices by 30%. No, that's a really short answer and another guess, but supply and demand, you know how that works. So yeah, it might affect supply as well, because you never know if a majority of the players leaving East were stone gatherers. If they were stone gatherers, then damn, that's great news for me and whoever else invested in stone. But I'm not too worried about East server population. I'll look at pricing up that 6.4 masterpiece in the next video, so stay tuned, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. See ya later.